different technical difficulties. I think we're ready to get going here. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you all virtually again. We got a fast-paced meeting tonight with quite a few announcements we're super excited about. These are really big items, and each one of them justifies their own live event, but we're going to compile them all into four and see if we can kind of blow y'all's minds and start the process of taking VIV to the next level. So without further ado, I'll jump through the process. First of all, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Tom Schmidt. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of VIV. Very excited to be here and excited to have all of you guys being part of VIV. For those of you who are new and don't know, maybe you haven't heard it spoken out loud, the proper pronunciation is VIV. It is a verb, and it comes from the Latin, where it has the meaning of life, come alive, lively. We use the motto, life better. And the idea is to make people's lives that much better. Who are we? We are a group of innovators and entrepreneurs who empower others to live life better. The idea is to save money that you are going to spend on services, take that money and use it to make your life better, along with creating an entrepreneurial opportunity for VIV Nation to earn additional income, again, in the idea of making life better, and along the way make charitable donations and volunteer to help our communities to make life better for others. What is VIV? What is it? Technically, it's a high-tech platform. They call it a fintech platform that provides money-saving services for customers and a best-in-class business opportunity for entrepreneurs. Now, I know you guys have been out there running around on social media, watching TV, movies, whatever, and you're hearing more and more about artificial intelligence. Well, we are way ahead of the curve on AI at VIV. We've got a number of projects in process. Some of them are really kind of boring, stuff like you upload your electric bill and the computer is going to read it and make decisions as to which numbers on the paper represent which type of account number for your utility. That's something that'll make our back office be a lot more efficient, all the way to artificial intelligence being used to determine what's the best rate for you. What should you be paying for a particular service? Super excited about this business. We've been growing by leaps and bounds, and that takes us to announcement number one. We kind of just glossed right past this milestone and didn't make a big hullabaloo about it, but you're going to hear a lot more about it in the coming weeks and months because it's something that I'm crazy proud of myself, just to be part of this organization that has achieved this milestone. But keep in mind, it's you guys that have done this. It's you bringing VIV's platform to your friends, family, customers, business associates, and everyone you know to help them save money. And the big announcement is we've hit the magic number of $25 million saved for our customers since VIV's creation. And, you know, this comes in little increments, $50 here, $170 there for Bessie, you know, $390 for Kristen, all the way up to hundreds of thousands of dollars for some business clients. We've even had one of them get real close to $1 million and another one go north of $1 million. So pat yourself on the back for being part of this process. I mean, this is step one in a step into the $500 million level. Our next goal is $100 million. That's where we want to get within the next year or so, on our way to hundreds of millions of dollars. So stay tuned. We've got a lot more planned to help make that happen. Now, announcement number two, this is a great one. I love when this sort of thing happens. This was not planned. We didn't plan this. We didn't sort of know this was coming. It literally got sprung on us a couple weeks ago, and fortunately we were able to make a few minor changes to the platform to get you guys access to this. And I hope that some of you have seen it already. If not, you got to go check it out, because I mean, to me, this is revolutionary stuff. And this is like a little preview into some of the awesome things that we're going to bring to VIV for even your cell phone bill, etc. Announcement number two is a new insurance dashboard. That doesn't sound very sexy. In the past, you guys are all excited. You know, we had an insurance program added, You click in, you sign up for it, and then you go in and you request quotes for your insurance. And that's still the same. The idea is that your customers will go into that platform and ultimately request insurance quotes and view those quotes. And then if they choose to, if it's a better deal for them, basically, they will then sign up for the quote. What our partner figured out is that customers were coming in on a particular day, right? You heard about it on March the 26th. So you went in, you requested your quotes on March 26th. And all that the insurance companies can do is give you a quote for today. They don't have sort of a system where they say, oh, you know what, Sally, we're going to give you a quote, but it's for June 3rd. And you should wait until June 3rd to sign up. And that's what this dashboard does now. The first thing is you're going to go in and connect all your policies. You have homeowners insurance or renters, you have an auto insurance policy. And if you have an umbrella policy, you'll connect those three to the system. And what it's going to do is it's going to give you information about your current insurance. It's going to give you a grade. You might have an A+. You may have the best automobile insurance deal in your state and for your situation with your limited your liability limits, et cetera, and it'll give you an A+. But if you don't, it's going to give you a grade. And by the way, remember that score is for today. It's what's happening right this minute. And it'll tell you, hey, you're probably overpaying by about 386 more than the average in your state. And of course, we would try to get you down below the average premium, right? We're going to try to get you a better deal than average. We're going to settle for average. But so you can watch this. And it's going to give you information about what your insurance policy, and this is a sample graph. I saw one the other day where the red line that represented the customer, it went way up north of the blue line, but then it came back down. And by 2023, the red line was actually lower. So in that case, you're like, okay, well, I'm doing better right this minute. It will also tell you what's driving your rate. Hey, I'm 386 above the average, but you know what? I've got 2 drivers on my policy that both have an accident on their record. Well, okay, now we understand why, right? So what's awesome about this dashboard is it's going to come back and tell you, this thing where it says rate monitor, it's going to monitor your insurance rates. It's going to say things like, hey, Sally, on June the 3rd, that accident that you had 2 years and 9 months ago is going to come off your record. So come back and talk to us on June the 4th, and we'll get you a much better rate on your insurance. So it's literally like an over time monitoring of your account to maximize the savings that you can get. Now, can you imagine if this sort of thing, if we had this for cell phones and internet service and cable? Obviously, that's where we're going next. But for now, we have it for insurance. And this is going to be amazing because not only is it going to tell you what your rate, you can still get the same thing you had yesterday. We can still get a rate for today, but you might look at it and go, you know what, that accident's coming off in 2 months. I'm going to hold off. I'm not going to get my new policy until I can lock in that much lower rate, because it'll be 3 years past the storm that damaged my roof and my homeowner's policy is too high, or maybe one of the drivers in your family is about to turn 26, which will dramatically reduce your rates. Those kinds of things now become a part of the equation, and the savings that we're going to generate for our insurance customers are going to go through the roof. Super excited about that new dashboard. You're going to hear me say this a couple times tonight. The way to go check it, if you don't recall, is go log into your back office and then just find a way to get to the shopping cart, right? So you can either click on upload another bill, or there's a couple places where there might be a button that says add to cart, or maybe add more services, that sort of thing. Just get to that shopping cart while you're logged in as your account, go to insurance and just complete it. And if you did it 6 months ago, no big deal. Go do it again. It'll get you into the dashboard. You can upload your policies and start tracking them going forward. Super exciting stuff. And if some of this is kind of over your head, go try it out. Go check it out. You'll see that very simple sort of dashboard that gives you the different scores for your different policies and gives you a lot of advice on how to manage that process. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Number 3, there's a lot tonight. This is a huge one. Not only is it a huge one, it's kind of an urgent one, right? I hope you guys have seen our messages in Facebook and in other social media and in emails and text messages you should have gotten. that this program is now live at VIV. You can earn money with it. You can also get a refund if you have 1099 income. But there's this crazy thing happening. So April 15th of this year, what is that? 19 days from now, something like that, 20 days from now, is the deadline to amend your 2020 return. So that means you got to get your paperwork to our auditors in time for them to create an amended return, you to say, yeah, that looks right, and then get it filed by April 15th. Why is that important? I know it's been a couple of years, but if you think back to COVID, when COVID hit, it kind of hit in March of 2020. And it was during the year 2020 when all the schools were closed. So my kids, I don't know about you guys, I live in Texas, and I think we had kind of the fewest days of school shutdown of most of the states. But our schools shut down at the end of that spring semester, if you will, probably April or May of 2020. The school shut down for the remainder of the school year, and then it remained closed in the fall, and then we kind of transitioned into hybrid. You could come some and not other days, whatever. Well, when you had children who were staying at home in 2020, that automatically qualifies you for that many days of rebate. It's a very easy hurdle to meet if you had kids in school. Also, that's typically when most people were sick. Elderly people were having a harder time recovering. So more likely you had to miss work for taking care of someone with COVID. So 2020 is likely to be, you'll have a larger rebate for 2020 than you will for 2021. Why is that important? Because you got to get your 2020 in ASAP. Our auditors have asked us to get them in by April 1st. If you can't get it done by Monday, bring it Tuesday, and we can't guarantee that we'll get it done for 2020, but we'll certainly do our best to try. But you want to make sure you get yours in for 2020, get it into the system before Monday. That means like today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, get it in the system. Our guys will go to work and hopefully get your all your stuff filed in time for April 15th. Now, if you miss the deadline, come May, June, July, whatever, you can still do 2021. It's just potentially there's less money available for you. Let's talk a little bit about SETC. First of all, it stands for Self-Employment Tax Credit. It's similar to the ERC program that we all sold over the last couple of years, which is now ended. And this program allows for 1099 individuals to receive a rebate of their taxes, their self-employment tax that they paid during 2020 and 2021 if they missed work either because they were sick or because there was some sort of quarantine order or because they were helping someone else recover from disability, illness, or condition from COVID or from the vaccine. I know that's a lot of words. Just go apply for it. If you got a 1099 in 2020 or 2021, go to the VIV shopping cart. Remember, we talked about that a second ago. Just go into your back office, click on some link that gets you into the shopping cart, upload another bill, add a service, or maybe add to cart. You might see that in a couple places, but get into that shopping cart, and at the bottom you'll see SETC. Click it. When you complete the transaction, it'll take you to a portal. This is free of charge, guys, no cost. You go in, you put in your information, they will audit your deal and file for your rebate if you're entitled to one, and you only pay a fee if we get you money. It's a percentage-based fee. And again, for those of you who don't know about this, it's a COVID-related stimulus program where the government said, hey, we gave a bunch of money back under the ERC for salaried, W-2 employees. We need to do the same thing for 1099s. A single person can get up to $32,000 back. Huge, right? If you had 1099s in 2020 and 2021, absolutely you should go through this process. Nothing to lose. Who qualifies? You had to have 1099 income. Your tax return had to show like a net positive, like you had to have positive taxable income. If you had a business and you had a ton of expenses and you showed a loss on your tax return, you will not qualify for a rebate. And then third, you have to demonstrate that you were somehow affected by COVID. The little system will ask you a series of questions. When I looked at it, it's super simple to qualify. If you missed work because of COVID or had a time with your business, you shouldn't have any troubles with that. But the portal is very sort of simple to use, very educational, teach you what to do as you go through. So everything should be very easy to understand as you go through that process. How much can a person get? As I said, it's $32,000 per person. But remember, that's a rebate. So if you didn't pay $32,000 in self-employment taxes, you won't get $32,000 back. If you paid 50,000, in other words, more than 32, the cap is 32,000. Otherwise, the cap is how much did you pay in self-employment tax. So, I've seen all kinds of numbers, ranging from I know one person that's getting a $300 rebate. And what they said to me was, man, $300 I didn't have, right? It's better that I get it than the government. And it doesn't cost anything to sign up. So, hey, it's free money to them. And I've seen a couple people to the 32,000 and everything in between. 2,000 here, 9,000 there. Tori McGee from VIV said hers was 4,000. She's a musician, so she gets paid 1099 for a lot of her gigs and stuff, particularly for corporate deals. So she's getting 4,000 back. It's an awesome program. I encourage, if you had a 1099 gig, whether you're driving Uber or just doing VIV or doing some other MLM, whatever you had, if you had 1099 income, go connect in that portal and get that filing done by Monday. By the way, tell all your friends, give them a link to your site. Let's say mine would be tomschmidt.justviv.com/SETC. That's a landing page, has all the information about the program. Again, it's justviv.com/SETC, and you should put your customized webpage on the front end of that. If you're an affiliate or a consultant, doesn't matter. Share that link. Put it in your Facebook, your Instagram. Email it to everybody you know. Tell everybody you know, hey, do you know someone who did Uber? Do you know someone who's a graphic designer who works on a 1099 basis? Do you know a tour guide? Do you know a hotel concierge? Anybody that might have gotten 1099 income, absolutely is free money back from the government. Everybody should be taking advantage of that. How much does a VIV consultant earn? Well, so it's like some of the other deals we have, like merchant processing or ERC. There's not a set amount of money that the customer pays in fees, because it depends on how much they save, how much they get back. But the way our deal with our consultants and affiliates is the consultant or affiliate gets 30% of whatever fees VIV collects. So if there's a credit card declined or some other reduction in what we get paid, you will lose that commission. But any money that VIV gets from this, from your customers, you'll get paid 30%, and then your power team will get an extra 10% on top of that. So potentially huge amount of money on a person by customer basis. Can't stress enough. Go apply for this. If you had 1099 income in those years, it's absolutely critical that you go get your money back. Don't let the government keep it, because we certainly don't want that. Okay, announcement number 4. The good news is that my part is almost done. So this is, of course, we saved the best for last. This is the biggest, most important announcement for VIV Nation. I know some of you already know what this is, know who this is. You may have even talked to him or seen his name or heard of him. But we have hired a new vice president of network development for VIV. Far and away the most professional and talented network development guy that I've run into at this company or any other. I'll tell you a little bit about him and a little bit about the story of how he got here. So I met this gentleman back in December, and I've been talking to him / working with him ever since. And at first I was a little, tepid about, I don't know if this guy can do it. I'm not sure. I can see his track record, and man, his track record's awesome. He's He's built organizations of 10,000 plus agents in his time. He's done the corporate thing, the field thing. He's a true leader. He's been a motivational and inspirational speaker. He's a best-selling author. He gets hired by companies to come do trainings and teach them. So, he's at the top echelon of all those things. And I knew that. I saw his track record, but the more I got to know him, the more I felt the sincerity in his heart. I felt his energy level. As I asked him questions and we talked about ideas, I saw that he has great instincts for what makes sense for VIV. And I can already tell we haven't gotten to the point yet where he's really had to kind of go to bat for the field versus corporate yet, but I can tell he's going to check that box too. He definitely comes at the job from the perspective of how do I help people improve their lives, whether that's saving money or whether that's building their business or whether that's training or motivation or whatever. And the creme de la creme, you may have seen on Facebook, we did a little event this past week up in Arlington, Texas, near Dallas, and had a group of new consultants that all new to the business come to the event. And I sat there and I watched Johnnie work one by one with these guys, hold their hand, get them into their back office, show them what to do, go here for this training, here's how rapid funnel works, and literally got one of them to sell more services to the other one to make sure that they got qualified and got their bonuses. And I just kind of sat there quietly watching and shook my head and said, man, this guy's going to be a star. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Johnnie Davis of Charlotte, North Carolina. Johnnie, you still with us?
I am.
Awesome. Well, welcome to VIV, and I promised I would let you have the floor and kind of introduce yourself and give a little bit of sort of your ideas and plans for how we're going to take VIV to the next level.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Tom. And thank you for not doing that. Here's Johnnie. I can't tell you.
We'll save that for next time.
I can't tell you how many times that I've heard that over the years, but thank you so much. And it's an honor and privilege to be here with all of you. I'm super excited to be in this role. I'm super excited to be here serving all of our VIV community. And I look forward to helping all of you explode your business and generate and create as much success as you desire to create for yourself. And so, as Tom mentioned, when I first heard about this concept, I was just completely blown away because I had never heard of anything like this. And I've been in the industry now for almost 30 years. And I know I don't look it, but yes, it's been a long time. And I had never heard anything like this where we're actually just helping people, or this company helps people save money. They don't have to pay for anything. We're not asking people to buy or purchase anything. We're simply asking people to upload your bills into our system and let our negotiators work on your behalf to help you save money. And I thought that was a brilliant concept. And I thought that every single person in America today would actually enroll for it and see the value in it because of where we are in our country right now. This is going to be one of the major talking points of this upcoming election, about saving money and helping put more money in people's pockets. And this is exactly what we do. And I got excited about the concept, and I said, well, let me see if it works, because there's a lot of companies that tout they have great this, they have great that, but you never really find out how great it is until you actually use the service for yourself. And I'm an advocate of that. I'm going to be the champion of something, and I want to speak from a place of authenticity. I need to make sure that it worked for me. And so what I did, I actually uploaded a couple of my bills. And within, I would say, like 3 to 4 days later, I get responses from the negotiators, and they saved me $647 on 2 of my bills, my internet and my home security bill. And I was thoroughly impressed with that. And I said, this is a winner. I know that we can definitely help transform and change lives. And more importantly, we can definitely help people live life better. And so I jumped in, I was all in and hit the ground running from day one. And so as I started to learn more about the culture, and I had a chance to fly out to Houston and meet Tom and meet with some of the other leadership, I knew that this was a great place to be. And it has so much potential. We haven't even scratched the surface of where we're going to take this company and what we're going to do with this company. So if you've been with VIV before and you're brand new to the company, consider this right now, you're starting over. Like, we're we're in the beginning stages right now of VIV 2.0, the relaunch, and it actually kind of starts today, but I don't want to get ahead of myself because we have an official relaunch taking place in May here in Charlotte. But just to kind of give you some ideas of some of the things that we're thinking about doing, and actually some of the things that we're going to do, we're going to implement a program where all of you consultants and even affiliates out there, well, you know, affiliates, you can definitely participate, but you want to become a consultant, right? So as a consultant, we're going to implement a program where you can have an opportunity, to qualify for an all expense paid vacation for 5 days, 4 nights on a beautiful, beautiful island that we have. We're tossing around some ideas right now, but just know that that's coming. And when you receive the email, when you get the notification from the Rapid Funnel app, now you know it's go time. And you can, and each and every single person right now can qualify for this.
Oh, do we need
And your account is old and you need to reactivate, reignite, re-engage, restart, because this is going to be a game changer for all of you. So we're going to implement a program where you can actually qualify for an all expense paid vacation. Now, guys, let me ask you a question. How many of you can really, really enjoy a vacation when someone else is paying for it? I bet you can. I bet you can really, really enjoy that. We talked about the May 4th relaunch. And for those of you that are Star Wars fans, may the 4th be with you, right? I know that's corny, but I had to say it anyway. But we are relaunching VIV here in Charlotte, North Carolina on May the 4th. We're going to have a Saturday summit. We're going to share with you the VIV opportunity. So for all of you that are looking at this from different parts of the country, you want to get as many people here. You want to come. You want to be here for this relaunch. You're going to hear an incredible presentation. Invite your sharpest prospects to learn about the opportunity. And also, we're going to give them and give you the power training. We're going to give you all of the nuts and bolts and every tool that you need so that you can explode your VIV business and you can earn as much money as you desire to make in this business. Now, I won't make any promises to any person watching this right now, but what I can tell you is this: the opportunity works if you work it. And there's no limit to how big you can build this business or how fast you can go. It's 100% up to you. But I've seen the incredible happen over a 30-year period in this industry. I've seen ordinary people accomplish the extraordinary in this industry. And I've seen extraordinary people just accomplish the most outlandish dreams, the most outlandish things you can ever imagine. But it's definitely possible. So we're going to have that here in Charlotte. And so, guys, when you get the notifications from via email, if you can register, I would strongly encourage you to register for that event. Fly in, get here, take a bus, train, whatever you have to do to get to Charlotte. You definitely want to get to Charlotte and put the word out right now to any prospects that you have so they can take a look at this as well, because I guarantee you they're going to be fired up and super excited, just like I was when I first saw it, and they're going to join because this is where it is right now. The time for such an opportunity as this is right now. And so here's some of the things that we're going to talk about, or I just wanted to let you guys know in terms of a contest that's actually starting right now. So if you're watching me, just point at your clock on your wrist and say right now. It starts right now. So all of you can actually qualify for this amazing, amazing, amazing contest. Now, here's how it works. Each personal bill that you upload yourself or customer gets you 1 entry into a raffle. So electric, gas, community solar, insurance, the SETC program that Tom just talked about, each count as 1 bill. Where am I going with this? I'll tell you 1 second. Each qualified consultant gets you 10 entries into a raffle. Qualified consultant. So that means this individual came on board as a consultant and they hit PCP 25. Once that happens, you get 10 entries into the raffle. Now, 4 winners will be drawn from this raffle, and 4 winners will be selected at random. What you're going to qualify for, guys, get this: 4 individuals are going to qualify for a free round-trip ticket to Charlotte for the VIV relaunch on May the 4th, plus 2 nights at a nearby hotel that's really close to where the event is going to be. Like, this is huge, guys, because some of you live in California, some of you live in Texas, some of you live in Connecticut, some of you live in Arizona, and you're thinking to yourself, man, I really would like to get there. Now you have an opportunity. All you have to do is get into activity mode right now. Upload your bills, get your customers to upload their bills, and get your consultants qualified, and you get 10 points. And thank you for putting it on the screen, Tom. That's awesome. 10 entries. So think about this, guys. If you have 11 entries into the raffle, if you have 30 entries into the raffle, what chances do you think you have at winning? You have a great chance at winning, guys. This is huge. And 1 point in rapid funnel equals 1 point in the entry. So there's multiple ways for you to accumulate points so that you can qualify for the raffle and actually qualify for the ticket. If you live close enough to drive, you can use your free hotel room and you can save your free round trip ticket for another trip anywhere in the continental US. Guys, this is huge. I can't tell you how important it is for you to be at this event. And you have to thank our generous CEO for actually coming up with this idea of making this available for everybody in the field right now. So guys, this is how committed the team from the CEO down, Mr. Tom Schmidt, committed to helping everyone get what they need to succeed and thrive and just explode their business. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm so fired up and I'm so excited to be part of this team, because when you have leadership that leads from the heart, that really has a heart to help every single person become successful, it's kind of hard not to be part of that. And guys, here's what we're going to do. We're going to actually do a drawing right on Facebook Live, just like here, right in this group. We're going to do a spin the wheel type of raffle drawing, and 4 people will actually have an opportunity to win a free round trip ticket to Charlotte and 2 nights hotel. So, ladies and gentlemen,
it'll be the wheel of names. We've used it for VIV quite a bit, so we'll hop on a Facebook Live like this on April 23rd, and every time you get an entry, your name will appear on the wheel, and then we'll literally spin the wheel 4 times. You can only win once, so if you have 30 entries and you win, then those 30 names come off the wheel, and we draw it again, and we're going to give away 4 round trip plane tickets to 4 consultants to come to the Charlotte event, 2 nights hotel, and then obviously you'll get to hang out with Johnny and the management team of VIV. And like you said, if you live in Charlotte and you win, then you can use your plane ticket to go anywhere, and you'll get your 2 nights hotel to have a staycation, if you will, while we have the event. I think that that pretty much covers it. Anything else, Johnny?
yeah, so here's the thing. Here's one of the main reasons why you guys want to be in Charlotte. If you like these announcements, if these kind of like lit the flame under you to get fired up, you're going to be blown away. Your socks are going to be blown off in Charlotte, because we have even bigger announcements coming. And when I say bigger announcements, I mean huge. This is no fluff. And you guys, for those that really know me, you know I tell it to you straight. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss this event. This is going to be a life-changing event for everybody in attendance. And so if I'm you, I am going on the link tonight, the Eventbrite link tonight, and I'm registering, and I'm actually going to buy 2 tickets, one for me, one for someone else on my team, just to make sure that you guys don't miss this. And guys, this is just the beginning. Charlotte is first. The next city, you know, we'll let you know where we're going to come. We're going to go on tour because we're going to where there's pockets and where there's leadership that was either once before or brand new. We're coming to a city near you to fan that flame, to get your VIV business up and running and get it to the level where it's exploding, because there is no other company in this industry right now that's competing with us. It's wide open. There's a blue ocean for every single person in this company to just go out and become flat out wealthy if that's your desire to do so, or earn great part-time income. You can plant your flag here for sure and know that you're at the right place at the right time with the right people, and help as many people as we possibly can. We can do well and do good, and we can do well by doing good. And that's what we stand by here at VIV. And so, Tom, I'll turn it back over to you.
Yeah.
And,
Well, yeah, that's awesome. I mean, and Johnny, just to kind of bookend what you said, like all that's awesome, right? It's a wide open opportunity to go. You set your own income. The harder you work, the more you're going to make, the more all that stuff. You've heard all that before. It's awesome. I always do the little asterisk. Don't forget the tax savings you get from having your own business. But how awesome is it to have all that? Other companies offer that. How awesome is it to have all that? And we don't have to sell anybody anything, right? All you got to do is upload your business. We're going to save them money. All we do is save people money, and all these wonderful things come from it. That's what makes VIV truly special, and why I'm so excited about it. I do have one more slide for you guys just to recap. So the free flight tickets contest ends on April 22nd. So get bills uploaded. Every personal bill that you upload or from one of your personal customers gets an entry in the free flight contest. Get those qualified consultants going, right? Bring in a new consultant, get them qualified with 25 PCP. That's 10 entries. By the way, dust off your old Rapid Funnel app. If you're new, go learn it. Get with Johnny. Johnny, teach me. How do I learn how to use Rapid Funnel? This thing is life-changing in terms of how easy it is to share the information about VIV and the opportunity and track who's watching it, etc. Every point you get with Rapid Funnel before April 22nd gets you another entry in that drawing. It's embarrassing how much I like the Wheel of Names, but you guys already know that. I can't wait till April 23rd when we get to spin it 4 times. It's going to be awesome. And then May 4th, May the 4th be with you. It's easy to remember, Star Wars Day. We're going to be live in Charlotte, North Carolina. If you haven't been to Charlotte, it's an awesome city. It's worth the drive just to go hang out and spend a day or two in Charlotte. But we're going to have fun on Saturday morning. And we're going to fly 4 of you guys into Charlotte. By the way, I know there's a couple of consultants I saw the other day that have already bought flights. One, just off the top of my head, is from New Jersey, is flying down for the event. We expect a lot of people to do that, and those that are a little bit closer ought to be driving down, because as Johnny said, that's where the excitement happens. You're going to get networking time, not just with me, not just with Johnny, but with multiple members of the management team, leaders in the organization, et cetera. It's going to be an awesome experience. So make sure you do that. A little bit of a teaser. Johnny's developed a new program. This is all Johnny, by the way, but developed a new program we're going to launch on May 4th that'll give every VIV consultant the opportunity to win a free all expense paid vacation. We're all going to go to an exotic location together, have party, have some training, have a little bit of fun. You have to do some business so we get that tax write-off. Everybody gets that tax write-off, but it's going to be an awesome experience, and we're going to unroll all the details of that promotion and how you earn that free vacation. And that's not a drawing. There's going to be certain qualifications, and everybody who meets them gets to go on the trip. We're hoping a couple hundred people from VIV come with us on that awesome vacation. And then don't forget, you can win a plane ticket to Charlotte and hotel. If nothing else, that's not a bad vacation to begin with. Get a free flight and a free hotel room to come hang out for a couple days in one of America's coolest cities. So that's all we have for tonight. Everybody stay tuned on the Facebook channels. Remember, we have this Facebook group. We also have the VIV Save and Earn. The Save and Earn one is where you can invite your friends to that group, and they can learn about VIV in kind of a low pressure environment, just kind of see what's going on and how people save money. And then the last thing I got to remind you, urgent, 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 get your SETC filing done by Monday, get it into us so auditors can get going on your application and get it in by April 15th for you. Tell everyone you know. People don't know about this, guys. There is free money sitting in the IRS coffers that they're not going to have to pay out because people aren't aware of this. It hasn't been advertised. There aren't 40,000 advertisements every week going on about the like it was with the ERC. Tell everyone you know, even if you don't do it, even if you don't qualify, tell everybody you know about it, because we need to get the word out and people need to get their money back. And of course, if one of your friends or family signs up using your link, you're going to get a commission on it. It's not just a voluntary thing you're doing. You're going to earn money from it. But most importantly, you're helping people get their rebate that don't even know about the program. That's enough for one day. I'm going to sign off. Everybody have a good night, and we'll see you on May the 4th in person, and I'm sure on some VIV call, some Zoom calls, Facebook Lives in between now and then. Thanks, Johnny. Thanks, everybody.
All right.